Alright, so I gotta clarify a few things here. So for one, I was not expecting this episode of Noragami or just Noragami to air so early here in the States because, the air date in Japan is October 3rd, but then I realized that Japan is roughly 24 hours ahead of the United States, and so it makes sense that's airing now because I was supposed to upload my channel trailer, so to speak, where it's like I tell you guys and newcomers to the channel what I'm watching for this season because I haven't truly specify it yet, but it's not too hard to speculate what I'm watching. And another thing I want to clarify is that due to the fact that Noragami, it uses a very set vocabulary, like a specific lingo like shiki and regula, stuff like that. The other side, the far shore, stuff like that. And due to the fact I haven't watched Noragami since like roughly like the beginning of the year, and that's like what, 9 months ago, I might or might not call things on the correct term, so bear with me, and that goes same with names as well. Like we see in this episode that Bishamon has tons of regular, and that there's literally tons of them, and then there's only like a few main ones like the lion and the guy with the glasses who appeared well, they appeared last season too, but just bear with me if I just call things from what they are and stuff like that. Anyway, what is up, ladies and gents? Nate here, bringing you my review for Noragami Aragoto, technically Season 2, Episode 1, where in this episode, wait, hang on, first things first, I gotta get it out of the way before I lose my chain of thought, is the opening. Amazing, it's really catchy, I love it. The second opening, I have it, or the first opening for the first season, I have it on my iPod. It hypes me up when I'm working out, stuff like that. It's just great, and this one does the same thing. The ending, it's also really great. I don't remember the ending from the first season, but yeah, I don't remember whatsoever, so I can't say if I like it or not. But this one I definitely do like, and the soundtrack in general, excuse me, the background music that's playing, that is amazing. The visuals for this episode, and I'm assuming for the rest of the season, looks amazing. Like it's the same as last season, but it also like updates a few things, makes the scenery even better. Because I don't believe the same studios who animated the first season is animating this season as well, but I could be wrong in that. Anyway, moving on to the actual episode. This episode kind of, it wasn't really filler or recap or anything. It was kind of just reintroducing, to all the characters. Because I believe the last time Noragami aired was in 2013, and that was during the winter season of 2013. So that's, roughly a year and a half. I'm doing math right. I don't know. It's kind of, I live on the East Coast, and Hurricane Joaquin is coming. So there's that, and it's kind of messing with my brain, man. It's so depressing with the rain. Anyway, through the opening, we see that Bishamon, she is going to be the antagonist of this first arc, because they did say, the animators did say that they are going to cover the Bishamon arc because they kind of skipped it last season, but then they did an OVA that takes place after this arc that they're about to animate, so it's kind of weird. So they're going back, they're going to animate this. I don't know if it's going to take all 12/13 episodes. If it does, it's going to be really weird, but I doubt it. I have to clarify on something, is that even though Bishamon is the antagonist for this arc, since it is called the Bishamon arc, she's not essentially the villain of, this season. Because we see that she has a lot of regula, and we see that, she's highly praised. She's one of the 7 gods of fortune, I believe. Is that what that regular said at the end to Yukine? We see that she's highly praised. She knows what she's doing. She's loved by almost everybody. She keeps on saving people even though it's affecting her health. So even though she is the antagonist, she's not the villain, and those two things are separate. Anyway, like I was mentioning earlier, this is like a reintroduction to everyone, since it's been a while since Noragami first season aired. So it's reintroducing you to everyone's characteristics, everything that's happened. They show a little bit of flashbacks, though the flashbacks don't affect the current story too much. And they set up a few plot points as well, like I said, with the Bishamon thing, and then with her, I guess, her medical doctor Regula, the one that is setting up the bats for her so she doesn't get like stung and stuff like that. We see him at the very end that he has the mask that Yato found, and that he's stalking Yukine and that Regula that belongs to Bishamon. So it's definitely interesting, because he also mentions that the guy with the glasses, which I don't remember his name, starts with a K. Kruzima, maybe, I believe that's it. That's either him or the lion. we see that, you know, he mentions that, you know, last season that the guy with the glasses, went to go help Yukine because he was being a big B word last season. But then, you know, he just kind of addresses stuff, and, you know, Bishamon's like, ha, that's a good one. Why would you ever do that? And it's like, yeah, that's just absurd. Ha ha. Wink, wink. But we also get a reminder this episode that, you know, the reason why Hiyori is always sticking around Yato is that, you know, she paid Yato to, you know, help fix her, because we see, again, you know, just as a reminder that she has where her soul comes out of her body a lot, because remember, she got hit, and then it kind of puts her between two worlds, and, you know, she's both a spirit from the far shore, but she's also human, and you can only be a spirit from the far shore if you're not human anymore, stuff like that. So it's definitely just, you know, a recap for everything, reintroduction to everything. Just now, recording all of that, I felt like I wasn't very clear, so just, you know, real quick and short and simple is that this episode 1, reintroduction to everybody. Bishamon, she's going to be the antagonist of this season, but she's not going to be the villain. You know, we also get reintroduction to Hiyori, Yato, Yukine, all of them. We also get a reminder of Hiyori, why she's sticking to Yato, because, you know, Yato got paid by Hiyori to, you know, fix her so her soul doesn't keep on falling out of her body. And it looks like next episode, judging from the preview, is that we're going to get on why Bishamon hates Yato so much, because that wasn't really, you know, a central focus last season, because, you know, last season it focused on basically Yato and Yukine, you know, just working as a team, and we see in this episode that they're working pretty well together, though they still have their quips with one another. It's great to see that they're working together, and yeah, it just works out, honestly. And again, the opening, the ending, the visuals, everything, the soundtrack, everything was amazing this episode. I have no complaints from there. But overall, I thought this episode was amazing. Like I said, it's a nice reintroduction to all the characters. It's a nice reintroduction to, like, the story and, like, the lore of Noragami. And I'm excited to see how the rest of the season is going to play out. But those are just my thoughts on this episode. Let me know yours down in the comments below. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I'm going to see you guys all next time. So until then, bye-bye.